Okay. We might have enough ice to go ice fishing. We got a big day planned tomorrow, so we're going to check the ice on the pond across from the house. Let's hope we got 3 or 4 inches. We can do some ice fishing. All right, we'll see.
Can I zoom in and out on this thing? No?
Okay, we don't have an abundance of ice, but we have the wifey back there just in case anything crazy happens, and a rope, right? So let's see. We've caught one little bluegill. Got about 2.5, 3 inches of ice, so right on that border. But we got a bite, so it doesn't really matter that much. It's only about 5 foot deep, so not the deepest spot, but it's a little pond, so they'll have to come around here soon. Okay, moved over to the other side of the pond. Talked my wife into getting out here. We picked up about another 4 foot of water, so we got about 8 foot of water. Picked up about a 1/2 inch of ice too, so we got a solid 3 inches of ice. I just caught a decent bluegill on a Keystone jig. They seem to be hitting chartreuse, so. Cindy doesn't like to stand on the slick ice, so she's got herself a little island right there to stand on. Come on, jig us up one.
I'm jigging, but it ain't jagging.
It's definitely slow. Oh. Little one. Little one on the jig.
Did you start it or stop
Yeah,
it?
it's running.
It is running? Where's the picture?
It doesn't show after so long.
Oh. How do I know what I'm...
Just point it. It's so wide. Little bitty one. But it bit. And chartreuse again.
Huh. Do I have chartreuse?
Yep.
Brisk.
Little nibbly.
A little bit.
twice the size. Here you go.
It wasn't windy.
Windy, yeah, that wind.
It's nice, but the wind
That's-
is like not good.
That's ice fishing. Dad always wanted to invent something that would jig his pole in the wind, would jig his bobber up and down a little bit. Yeah, well, it was always so windy that he was like, man, if I could invent that, then
Yeah.
jig my pole all the time. Yeah, and it doesn't take much of a wind either to be cold. You got that set right on the bottom, so you might try like pulling it up, 6 inches and holding it up there and then letting it back down. I noticed they haven't touched that dark fly at all. That dark ant that we have on here.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, that bluegill on that little keystone.
It's like the same one, I swear to God.
The first one I caught on that keystone was actually a nice sized one.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, not anything huge, but it's a nice one. Well, at least we caught one. Oh, and a nice mess. How about that? Yeah. Got it.
Oh my God, what the hell?
I think it's that keystone. No, it's on that other one. Still isn't. Still isn't anything. You're not holding your mouth right. That's the
Baby.
That's the reason.
Whatever.
Got him? Did you have a hit?
No,
It probably was. They don't hit it very hard.
It's so little that maybe.
I was gonna say they don't hit it very hard. There you go.
Oh, I think I let it go.
Well, don't we letting it go?
Yeah, I think
I see. Let me see that a little. Let me see that for a second. You are right down there in the. I need to set it about an inch shallower, 2 inches shallower. Now, put that in there. Well, you got a hit. Maybe they'll start hitting here. Get it in there. It's a big old hole.
baby.
Are your hands cold?
Yeah. Do you have that cam on?
Mm-hmm.
Exciting footage.
Yeah. Well, that's ice fishing. Doesn't matter, I'll be seeing my bobber go under all night tonight when I'm sleeping. I love that, going to sleep tonight and seeing that bobber go down.
Well, you could do a show of bobber
Get him,
down
get him, get him, get him.
of ice fishing.
Bobber down.
Yeah.
Oh, he took your bait. He hit the black one. If you wouldn't let them all get away. Yeah, they're just barely taking that bobber under, so even when they hit the bigger baits, they're just barely hitting it. So when you saw it that one time and you thought you had a hit, you probably did. There's not. Get him! Oh, you're killing me over here, Smalls. Killing me. Pay attention to your bobber. Get him!
What do you mean?
Get him! Oh, you let him go.
Sorry, I didn't feel it. I was just looking at your bobber.
Don't look at mine, look at yours. God.
I was watching what you do though.
Did you see if there was any bait?
Yeah, there was bait on there.
Okay. So, like, they've picked it up a couple of times, so instead of your bobber going under, it laid flat. You know what I mean? So, lets me know that they might be just a little bit shallower too, so like we could probably pull another inch or two up off the bottom with our bobber if we wanted to. If they keep picking it up like that, sometimes that's
Maybe.
It's not that cold.
I know. This fan, it makes me cold though.
Yeah. You can dance if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Don't want to dance on 3 inches of ice.
No, I should. Maybe I should, but no, I just don't want to wind up on my
You scared him off.
Probably did. Maybe. Why don't you have gloves on?
They're in my pocket.
Why don't you have a glove on?
It's not that cold yet.
Oh my god, baby, yes it is. Baby.
Yeah, it'd be all right. I got pockets.
Get coldy.
Okay.
I know you're gonna stay out here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's not dark yet.
What's out and go warm up and think about Din.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Bad.
Nope. I'm gonna fish out here for a little bit longer and see if I can't catch at least 1 or 2 decent ones. Yeah, just throw it on the ice.
Put it on you.
It'll be all right. Just throw it on the ice. All right.
Love you.
Love you. Be safe. Shimmy off the ice.
It's a little slippery.
Walking right into that wind feels nice, doesn't it? Scooch. Slide your feet. Slide your feet. There you go. There you go. All right, my love.
Okay. Sorry, my pussy.
It's all right. It's cold. My eyes are watering. Turn around that way. It's cold. that's better. There we go. He hit it on the way down. Go for a little shallower. There we go. Let's get more of those. On the jig. Okay. Why this hole and not that hole? At least we're getting some bites. Like about 2-3 more inches, so. There we go. On the Mackenzie jig again. They're hitting that Mackenzie jig. Keystone jig, whatever you want to call it. Three more inches and that'd be a keeper. Move it up a little shallower. They don't seem to be sitting right on the bottom today. Heard the ice popping a minute ago. I think it's starting to make ice again. Definitely going to be cold enough next few days, but 6 or 8 inches of snow on top of it's not going to be good on 3 inches of ice. So we'll be starting over again with all that snow. We had good ice started, and we got about 6 or 7 inches of snow, and it sat on top of it, pushed it all down, and refroze. We don't get much ice in southern Indiana, so when we do, we get excited. It's sad when 3 inches of ice is what you think is good. Oh, there he is. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Oh, I got him on the black ant. There we go. That's not bad. Still not a keeper, but hey, we'll take it. Back in the hole you go. Took my bait. Okay, let's do that again. Jig that one right up. So maybe they're hitting it, jigging it a little bit more. That one hit that black jig this time, so we know it's not all chartreuse. Okay, let's do that again. I don't know if we have any 7 or 8 inch bluegill in this little bitty pond, but all kinds of those 4 and 5 inchers. Catch a bass out here every once in a while, but nothing today. You know, think about that. That was on that top jig too, so wonder if might need to be a little shallower. You know, it's bad when your buddy calls you and asks you to go fishing on Valentine's Day. But what's worse is he knew that my wife wouldn't mind and that she would understand. So tomorrow, I think I'm hoping that I'll be married when I get home, but wifey understands. Cindy says she understands, so we don't get ice all that often. I don't know if bringing home a mess of fish is the same thing as bringing home a dozen roses, but I do know that she'd much rather have the fish than the roses. So we'll see. Let's just hope we catch some nice fish tomorrow. There he is. He picked it up too, so probably a little shallower. That's not a bad one. Not bad for here at least. Keystone again. In the hole. There you go. Okay. Well, action. Can't beat that. See? Really liking that Keystone jig. And I didn't buy another one. I got another one at the house. Oh, come on. There you go. He had picked that up too. He didn't take it down. He just picked the bobber up. So they might be a hair bit shallower. Move this one shallower and see. Give another couple inches and see if that doesn't make some kind of difference. Okay, let's do that again. Come on, meow.